We've been watching this storm from a number of our cameras. At times it's had some lowerings, a wall cloud, and at times some rotation. That rotation appears to be picking up. The storm has intensified in the last 5 or 10 minutes. So we are getting a risk for some hail also. Approaching the Varna area just north of Washburn. We can't rule out some large hail up to the size of quarters as that moves on through. So again, this is a radar indicated rotation. Oh, nope, we now have a confirmed tornado. A tornado on the ground at 1050 east at 1600 north in Woodford County. That is coming from emergency management. So we now have a confirmed tornado on the ground. That would be in this vicinity, 1050 east, 1600 north in Woodford County. So confirmed tornado now moving through Marshall County. If you are in Varna, if you are around Washburn, Toluca, we ask that you seek shelter immediately. The rotation is more than likely going to steer just to the south and east of Lakin. But Woodford County spotters now confirming a tornado is on the ground just to the west of Washburn, now beginning to push its way north into Marshall County. So if you're in Marshall County, again, Lakin, Varna, Toluca, now's the time to seek shelter. Let's see if we can find where that, if I can zoom in here and get that precise road location here. I see County Road. Let's go down further south. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be right along the county line. It may actually now be in Marshall County. Moving to the north. We don't have any pictures yet, but we can confirm, according to emergency management, tornado on the ground, 1600 north in Woodford County. This storm is interacting with an outflow boundary that has been slowly pushing up. There it is. I can see the debris ball.
Wow.
Let's pull up the correlation. Yep. So there it is, tornado on the ground. We got a debris signature showing up now just to the south and west of Washburn. Again, we need you to seek shelter. Tornado is on the ground. Debris signature is spotted just southwest of Washburn. That came out, yep, we see it right. You can see how it pops up right as the rotation. It's disconnected from the cell. So that is moving to the northeast. Nathan, what is the speed of that warning? Is it 35? 40.
Look here.
Looks 40.
40 miles an hour. Yes.
Let me track this 40 miles per hour to the northeast. Again, this is going to be in Washburn, 508. Tornado potentially large is on the ground now just to the west of Washburn. We've got debris being lofted thousands of feet into the air. We can see the debris signature. That's going to continue to track through parts of Marshall County. So Varna, 518. Toluca, 512. And Magnolia, 526. Rutland is looking at 528. Again, we've got a debris signature. Look at that heavy return there. That is a debris signature. The correlation coefficient is in that light blue. That is debris. And if we were to signify that with the rotation, you can find where that rotation is. So here's your hook echo. Again, that storm is hooking. There's the tornado. There's your warm inflow right in here. Okay, ingesting that warm, humid air leading into that storm. The storm is right on the outflow boundary that we've been discussing throughout the day, and now is pushing to the north. So if you're in Washburn, you need to seek shelter immediately. As the storm continues to move north, Varna, you will not see this coming. There will be hail that falls, rain and hail that falls beforehand, hail up to the size of quarters, and then behind it, you'll enter the rain-free base and then the tornado. All right, that's going to track dangerously close to Washburn. Again, Washburn needs to seek shelter, Varna, Toluca especially. We'll go ahead. I'm going to time out again. This is just the tornado we're tracking to the northeast here at 40 miles per hour. Let me see if I can get more communities in that. There we go. So Wilburn, 506. That is heading directly to you. Wilburn, 506. Washington. Again, this is a confirmed observed tornado. The damage threat has been increased to considerable with this. You need to get down to your shelter if you are within the warning box. Lakin, even though the tornado appears to be to your south, we would also like you to shelter in place until this passes by. Varna, 518. Toluca, 522. Magnolia, 526. Rutland, 528. Winona, 530. Storm is moving northeast at 30, 5 miles per hour. And again, we can confirm debris being lofted into the air. It is now crossing the Woodford County, Marshall County line. Wilburn, again, seek shelter immediately, the Wilburn area. This is now the tornado is approaching Pleasant View Road, Tax School Road. That is going to be near the County Road 100 Tax School Road intersection. Tornado is approaching that area between Wilburn and Washburn. Tornado is on the ground and moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. The debris ball signature is showing debris in the air for, it's about 3.5 miles wide. So that's the mesocyclone absorbing the dirt debris being lofted into the air, and that is now pushing to the north and east. I'll show you the correlation coefficient again. You can see the lower values of CC. And it all coincides with that reflectivity. So that tornado is now crossing into Marshall County, moving northeast. If you are in Washburn, we need you to seek shelter. Varna, the storm is about not the storm, but the tornado itself is looking at arrival time around 5:20 if it holds on its current track. And these do have a tendency as they form to make a sudden right turn, which is why Washburn really needs to be seeking shelter. Again, we've got a large debris ball showing up on radar. This is just to the west of Washburn. Social media photos showing a large tornado in progress. In progress. This is as serious as it gets for Marshall County. We need you to seek shelter immediately. We'll pull up our view from some of our Peoria cameras. I'm not sure we're going to be able to see it from this far out. I'll pull up let's go to our other East Peoria cam. Yeah, I don't know, we're not going to be able to see it from our distance. Unfortunately, the Paradise camera, again, we lost it yesterday's storm. Let me pan this back to the right. But yeah, we cannot make it out on our cameras. The contrast is too poor. But to reiterate, we can confirm a large, dangerous tornado is in progress now northwest of Washburn and is now beginning to push into Wilburn. Again, Wilburn tornado is moving overhead. If you live in that area, you need to seek shelter. Low Rose, you're next. Shelter immediately. You don't have time to react. Pattonsburg, the rotation right now is set to pass just to your west, but remain sheltered until we give you the all clear. For those in Varna and Toluca, potential for rain mixed with hail up to the size of quarters, and then behind it, after the clearing, the tornado threat will move on through. Dangerous tornado in progress right now between approaching Wilburn just to the northwest of Washburn. This is multiple spotters confirmed, and obviously we can radar confirm it with the debris signature right here. This is the tornado in progress. That debris is being lofted. See, that's 3,400 feet up. Let me see if I can get a size of this. So I'm seeing it up to 5,000 feet, 7,000 feet. Debris over 10,000 feet into the air. We're starting to get into EF2, EF3 category here, folks, with the strength of this based on the elevation of debris being lofted into the air. Large tornado is on the ground. We do have pictures of it. It's a large cone tornado. I'm going to pull up, see if you are on if you do have our CI Proud to Go weather app, you can share your pictures there as well. Anything you have there will be very helpful. And we do have a large tornado that has been confirmed, now making its way into Marshall County. All right, we got a well-defined hook. Now it looks like it might be making more of a right turn. Now grazing parts of Washburn. There's the hook echo right there. Washburn, remain sheltered. We may be getting the right turn now that tornado is in progress. The last scan, it did make a slight jog to the right. Varna, rain and hail. And the tornado would now looks like it'll be just between Wilburn and just north of Washburn. That developed really, really quickly. I'll show you the evolution of this. It just speaks to how volatile this environment is, and with storms interacting with that boundary, they really start to spin. So there it goes, and you can see how even the tornado develops so quickly. The entire wraparound portion of the rain never got to it, which is why there's no hook until the debris. You can see the tornado detached from the actual thunderstorm itself. Again, confirmed tornado now for Marshall County. This is, they're working on a tornado emergency for Marshall County that will be out momentarily. Tornado emergency. These are the worst of the worst when it comes to the severity of a tornado warning. It is a tornado emergency. The National Weather Service is getting ready to push one out for Marshall County. Varna, Toluca, Rutland, large, strong tornado is in progress just north of Washburn. We need you to seek shelter immediately. It is looking like it's getting ready to make more of a push to the east. And that will then track it towards just south of Toluca, right along County Road 2600. That will then push it towards Pattonsburg. So again, the Pattonsburg area needs to be seeking shelter now. A tornado emergency is coming out for Marshall County. Dangerous tornado is in progress. We can confirm via spotters and a debris signature that we have a tornado ongoing. The drop in correlation coefficient there, that is showing the debris being lofted into the air. You can see the higher values of reflectivity as well. Rain is not here. This is not rain. That is debris. So what appears to be heavy rain north of Washburn is actually debris being lofted into the air. All right, we now have that tornado emergency has been issued. Tornado emergency issued for LaRose, Toluca, Winona. 2-inch diameter size hail. This is a catastrophic threat. There's the tornado emergency now showing up in magenta. Lakin, we can give you the all clear. Henry is in the clear. Washburn, we want to give you a little bit more time. But Toluca, Varna, Rutland remain sheltered. Pattonsburg as well. This is moving towards you. We are hoping it's going to track between Pattonsburg and Toluca. But if it doesn't make more of a turn to the northeast, it will continue on towards Pattonsburg. Moving northeast now at 40 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and get a new cone here for the storm. We'll get more communities thrown in here. There you go. So there's the estimated time of arrival. Again, Varna's getting the hail, the rain now. The tornado right now is just to your south. What we need to be mindful of, though, as these storms tend to occlude, they tend to make a sudden jolt to the north and east, or to the north. In this case, it'll be due north and maybe even a little slightly to the northwest. So LaRose, even though it looks like that tornado is due south of you, as it matures, it may suddenly jolt to the north with very little warning, especially if this is a big tornado. So we need you to remain sheltered. Pattonsburg 517, Toluca 522, Rutland 528, Winona 530, Dana 535, Garfield 538, Long Point. If we can get these storms, this holding together, that will go until 5:40 p.m. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning now. We've seen a new warning issued for LaSalle County ahead of this. That's mainly for the hail. We'll clear off the storm track for you. Again, we want you in southeast Marshall County. We need you to remain sheltered until we give you the all clear. In Fulton County, we want to take a look at this. This was another line of storms that we were concerned about, but it has become increasingly linear. It is now forming into more of a line. There's still some broad rotation here with the cell to the west of Smithfield, so we'll keep an eye on it, but right now that is looking more like a wind threat, given that it has evolved into a straight line. We'll see if the potential here, they have this warned at 60 miles per hour, is what the winds are for, and hail up to 1 inch in diameter. We'll zoom out, kind of give you the big picture-wise here. Lone supercell, long track, strong tornado is in progress now, right along that outflow boundary in Marshall County. Now, other storms on this boundary worth paying attention to near Minonk, north for El Paso, northern parts of McLean County, and then approaching parts of Livingston and LaSalle. We'll need to keep a close eye on this as this moves on through. If you were to show you a textbook formation of a hook echo, this is it. And this is the formation of a strong tornado in progress.
Yeah, this thing is massive. I see another picture from a storm chaser when it was near Washburn, just west of there. Very large wedge tornado.
I keep looking for more pictures. Again, folks, please stay sheltered. When we give you the all clear. Again, severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Fulton County. That is mainly for wind up to 60 miles per hour. Looking here at seeing what we have viewer-wise. Yeah, very large tornado ongoing north of Washburn. Again, this is a tornado emergency that has been issued for Marshall County. Those are the worst of the worst. In terms of the strength or the significance of a tornado warning. So you get those, you need to be acting immediately. Tornado warning has now been extended. It is now extended into LaSalle and Livingston counties. This is a confirmed, again, the same tornado warning. Let's go ahead and give you a time here. Moving to the east-northeast, 40 miles per hour. Okay, there's the estimated time of arrival. Toluca 5:20, Rutland 5:26, Winona 5:28. Dana 5:33, Garfield 5:36, Long Point 5:38, Ancona 5:40, Reading 5:42, Streeter 5:46. We've got a new tornado warning now issued for eastern Woodford County. Same type of deal. These supercells are developing right on this outflow boundary, and so the tornado may form before it actually shows up on radar. We had that confirmed tornado report from emergency management before radar even got around to showing it. We'll be watching here south of Minonk. It would be right in this area. I'm going to turn up the sensitivity a little bit on this. Yeah, we can start to see. Let me clear out here. For this next warning, you're seeing early signs where some of the lighter precip starting to wrap around. So we'll be keeping an eye on northeastern portions of Woodford County for another possible tornado. Radar indicated rotation for eastern portions of Woodford County. All locations from eastern Marshall through southern LaSalle through northeast Livingston County are now included in a tornado warning. Tornado warnings for LaSalle and Livingston County run until 6:15. Tornado warnings for Marshall County run until 5:45. For eastern Woodford until 5:45 as well. This is a tornado emergency for eastern portions of Marshall County. Pattonsburg, the tornado appears to be just to your north. Now getting reports of the funnel cloud about 2/3 of the way to the ground. I'm going to bring up, this is in Fulton County. I'm going to bring up Molly's feed. There we go. This is in Fulton County. halfway to the ground, east of Table Grove, very rapid rotation. Molly, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Chris. This thing has been trying for the last few minutes.
Yeah, all right, let us know if you see it. We've got your screen up.
Okay. I'm continuing to share images with the National Weather Service.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yes, there's been a lot of lightning over here. A cell merger just occurred that went through Ipava and came up here, so the interaction is starting to trigger some rotation. That's going to try to do something.
It looks like it's getting even lower.
It's
Developing tornado now.
oh goodness. There's trees in the way, but it's entirely.
All right, Molly.
That's lowering more.
All right, so right now it looks like we're about to get a tornado here. This is just east of Table Grove as well. I'm going to pull up our, I'll keep Molly's.
You still see my location?
Yes, I got you, Molly.
All right, cool.
All right, new tornado warning, I think, incoming here for Fulton County. They said just east of Table Grove. We got one now for McDonough County. Near Industry. I wonder if that's what we are starting to see. So that is west of Industry. I think that's what Molly's looking at. Let me pull up. I'm trying to see her exact spot. There's a lot of chasers, as you can imagine, in that area. Molly, where were you located?
We are on 136 east of Ipava.
East of Ipava. Okay.
Okay.
So new tornado warning now just issued. This is for Fulton County as well till 6 o'clock. We've got lowerings. We've got a large funnel spotted. Lewiston spotters are now reporting a funnel cloud as well. So just to reiterate, we now have a handful of tornado warnings. So we've got you covered in Fulton County. Tornado warning continues for southern Fulton until 6 o'clock. That does include the city of Canton. We've got other tornado warnings back here in McDonough County for the similar storm. We'll keep an eye on Molly's feed to see if that's something that starts to turn back up as it gets a little bit lower. I can still see her feed over here. So we got a rotating wall cloud.
It is on the ground.
On the ground. Tornado on the ground.
Okay.
So now a tornado in progress, according to Molly, in Fulton County. She is just east of Ipava.
It's roping out. I think that made contact with the ground. It's already roping out, though.
All right, it's very short-lived. She mentioned tornado was on the ground near Ipava. We're getting multiple reports of this. Molly just said, Molly, is it still on the ground?
We're far away from it, but it looks like it is. It's very skinny and rope-like.
Okay. All right, so we just had a rope tornado confirmed by meteorologist Molly Naslin. This is just near Ipava. Tornado is still on the ground west side of Table Grove now. Molly, be careful because there's other storms with, there's another tornado warned storm just to your west near Industry.
We've got a good E-route if we need to move.
All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and check back in here with Marshall County because we still have a tornado emergency underway here in eastern Marshall County. Thanks to, this was the previous, we've had a confirmed tornado now moving through and around the Toluca area. The last few minutes of this appears to, the tornado has occluded. It's now moving right over Toluca. So if it's still on the ground, it is right over Toluca. So tornado emergency continues. We'll see if we have a debris signature there. It's gotten quieter. So hopefully that thing is weakened before it completely occluded into the town of Toluca. We'll also need to watch for additional lowerings and possible tornado development across western Livingston County with the incoming supercells there. Get ready to pull up our Pontiac camera, which may have a pretty decent view of this. Nope. A little obstructed at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on that as that gets closer. And meteorologist Molly Naslin just coming in with some great pictures. We'll see if we can get this pulled up. And that's a confirmed tornado. Yeah, we've had the tornado emergency there for eastern Marshall County. That warning also extended out to southern LaSalle, northeast Livingston County. There have been 2 separate touchdowns, according to spotters out there in Fulton County. The funnel at the moment has lifted off the ground.
This particular funnel has been going up and down. It's done that a couple of times. It is currently back up, more vertical in the clouds, and I currently cannot see if it is still touching the ground.
Okay. I'm going to bring up your feed one more time, Molly. Again, this is Molly's feed. She is just east of Ipava. Molly, you may have to retreat back to the east a little bit here to reposition. But we can certainly see the rotation in the clouds above you. Oh, wait a minute. Is there another one? Is that a rope over there in the distance? Straight ahead.
Sure looks that
It
way.
looks like that's the same.
Same funnel?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys feel safe, you can stay put. You guys can stay put. As long as you guys feel safe, go ahead and stay put.
I'm going to keep an eye on that cell that's right behind this one for a merger, for any extra oomph, if you will. But yeah, we'll move if we need to.
All right. Thanks, Molly. Again, that's a confirmed tornado. That was southwest of Lewiston. That is that warning continues until 6 p.m. now. That also includes northwest Mason County. Molly's been observing that tornado with a couple of different touchdowns. At the moment, they say it is currently off the ground, but the funnel is still apparent. It might be hard to make out here on the video. I'll bring that video full. But it's kind of just to the left of the power pole there is where the funnel cloud is. Now moving behind the power pole is where the funnel cloud is. And so there's more storms coming in behind it. So again, we remain weather aware there throughout Fulton County. All right, we also got to keep in mind, we got that ongoing tornado emergency here back in Marshall County. Hook echo is still quite evident here. We're still seeing some broad, it's still relatively tight rotation. Now beginning to cross 39. That is pushing towards Winona. So Winona needs to remain in shelter. We can give Varna the all clear. We can give Toluca the all clear. Rutland should be in shelter. Winona needs to be in shelter with the rotation passing overhead. That will then make a move out towards Reading and Streeter. We'll time out this rotation, moving to the northeast at 45 miles per hour. So Reading around 541, Streeter around 543. Again, we've had a confirmed large damaging tornado with this earlier. We had a tornado emergency that was issued for Marshall County. The tornado now is still in Marshall County, but getting ready to cross into LaSalle County. It's right over Winona. If there's a tornado on the ground, that's where it would be. We'll add more communities to our list here. So Winona, it is there now. Garfield, 534. Encana, 539. Reading, 541. Streeter, 543. South Streeter, 544. The Blackstone area coming in at 552. Looks like there was no damage done in the town of Washburn. His tornado touchdown just west of town. Good to hear. The tornado emergency has been canceled, but the tornado warning continues for Winona. We still have funnel clouds being reported out of Fulton County, with multiple touchdowns there near Ipava and east of Table Grove. There are two. For those in Fulton County, you've got another round coming in. There's another area of rotation here moving in west of Table Grove. So we've had confirmed tornadoes east of Table Grove. You still got tornadoes developing to the west. Also monitoring some rotation closer to Canton. That's starting to pick up a little bit. West of Canton. We're starting to see that tighten up a little bit. Canton, I would like you to remain in shelter. I know you're currently under a tornado warning. Remain sheltered until we give you the all clear. We could be getting another developing circulation just to the west of town.
It appears we have quite a few without power in Marshall County.
Okay. Now let me pull up our power outage map. And I mean, who knows how much of this is? Do you remember how many outages you still had from last night?
In Marshall County, there were still at least a few hundred, I believe, before. Looks like the updated number is about just about 3,000 without power, according to PowerOutage.com.
Yeah, so those numbers they'll be coming up here. Our skits are getting really, really busy. Right now, it looks like there could be some. I'm getting more concerned about this rotation here. First, let me give you a summary here of what happened. The tornado lasted about 8 minutes west of Ipava and crossed US 136. Power is out to all of Washburn. I am increasingly concerned about this rotation now near Canton. We have no reports of damage.
Back east?
Yeah, Molly, why don't you go ahead and get east, or if you guys feel safe enough to do so.
Yeah, we've got time to move east. Is there a city you want us to aim for?
Just try to get, you might want to, I mean, if you guys can, maybe get across the river through Havana and then follow it up from the east side of the river so you don't get pinned between the river and the storm.
You want us to just follow the river and head north-ish?
Well, I think you need to get east of it.
Go east? Yeah, okay, we'll go east first.
Yep, go get east of the river and then follow the river all the way back up towards the Peoria area.
Hey, I found all those storm chasers you were talking about.
Yep. We knew they'd be here. Canton, again, that rotation really starting to pick up again, just to the northwest of Canton. That looks, might be cell merger induced, but that looks pretty ominous. So there could be a growing tornado threat here for Canton in particular. Our skit there is showing the tornado index is now at a 5.5 with that pocket of rotation. That would be more of a concern for the Peoria metro area. If that holds together. There's the new tornado warning now issued for Fulton County, including Canton. This is radar indicated rotation. Hail also up to 1 inch in diameter is possible. It is moving east at 40 miles per hour. So there's the latest tornado warning. This is for North Fulton, southwest Peoria County until 6:15 p.m. Canton 536, Glassford 552, Kingston Mines 555, same with Hannah City, Mapleton at 558. And radar indicator rotation has been intensifying across northeast Fulton County and is about to move into Peoria County. This is just to the northwest of Canton. Let's add some more cities here to our list. We are going to reposition Molly. We want to get her east of the Illinois River, and then she will catch back up with these storms on the other side. We don't want her getting pinned between the river and the storms. I'm going to clear this map up a little bit here. We've got a number of couplets that are certainly suitable producing tornadoes at this time across Fulton County.
Sorry about that.
There's one directly over Canton. There's another one northwest of Lewiston. There's another one just to the northeast of Table Grove. So we got 3 possible tornadic signatures moving across Fulton County. Let's go back and take a look at what's going on with our Marshall County, LaSalle County storm. Tornado warning now issued for Livingston County, including the city of Pontiac. This is radar indicated rotation. I bet our Pontiac camera might have a good look at that one.
Getting some more incredible pictures too when that storm was near Toluca earlier.
Okay. Let's see if we can find a way to get those pictures sent in and loaded up. We have no reports of damage right now in the Washburn area. But we'll let you know if that changes. Yep. There is a lot of people without power, though, Mary. All right, so this is our view in Pontiac. Again, Pontiac is now under a tornado warning.
Looks like we did get some photos of damage at a home just west-northwest of Washburn.
Okay.
It says there's a greenhouse that's gone, house is damaged, but they are people who live there are safe.
Okay.
That was sent in by Julie Carpenter.
West of Reading now, radar indicating strong rotation. That is going to be right along East Elm Street or East 3000 Road, North Road, East 3000 North Road if you're in Reading. That rotation is headed right for you. So we need Reading, we need Streeter, we need Long Point, Cornell, all to remain in shelter. Those in Flanagan and Pontiac also need to remain in shelter.
Yeah, these pictures are pretty remarkable. The tornado damage northwest of Washburn earlier. The trees are completely split.
Yeah, it looks like a very large wedge may still be in progress with that. So, tornado is still in progress here, confirmed. Moving towards Reading. The last pictures we have seen of this were a large wedge tornado. We can we do have a debris signature there again. It is still present. This is just west of Reading. That debris signature, by the way, let me see if we can see it, how high up it goes. I can't see. It's around 4,000 feet, but I'm sure it's higher than that. Point is, a dangerous tornado is still in progress after likely moving through the Toluca area or the Winona area. We are not getting any reports out of Winona. Storm rotation is now approaching Garfield. In fact, I would consider that over Garfield at this moment. And then that'll be moving up towards Reading, Streeter. It likely will pass just to the north of Long Point. It looks like it's right along East 3000 North Road, and now moving into Garfield. Again, confirmed tornado moving into Garfield in LaSalle County. We'll check back in. Let's get our Pontiac camera back up and see if we can spot again. We are seeing kind of the rain-free base here. It's behind the building, but the rain-free base there. This is with the second tornado warned storm that is just south or now moving into a Pontiac. We'll check back in once that gets clear of the building. But you can see the hook echo here. So there's a tornado. It is still west of Pontiac. We'll show you the shear swath. You can see the rotation, especially with our first tornado emergency of the evening coming out of Woodford County and then pushing through Marshall County. It appears we still have a wedge tornado in progress over Garfield. That is going to be moving up towards Streeter and Reading. We still have a well-defined debris signature showing up on radar, so we can confirm that tornado is still on the ground and in progress. And also getting reports of the thunderstorms now in McLean County, starting to see a base lower. This is the same type of stuff we've been dealing with. The storms are intensifying and rotating very early on in their development. We got tornado warnings all throughout Fulton County till 6 p.m. for South Fulton, for Northeast Fulton and Peoria County until 6:15. This tornado warning for Peoria County does not include the city of Peoria at this time. The rotation is now kind of northeast of Canton. There's also more rotation to the north of Lewiston, or now to the northeast of Lewiston. We can give Ipava, Table Grove the clear for the time being. Keep in mind you've got more storms coming in. At the very least, they'll pose a wind threat. For those in the Peoria area, need to be prepared to seek shelter as this pushes through. Right now, the rotation is not as tight as it was, but we are seeing some broad rotation between Canton and Farmington. There's more rotation northeast of Lewistown. As we head further to the north, back to our tornado emergency. Tornado still appears to be in progress over Garfield. Now making a push towards Streeter. We still have a well-defined debris ball showing up on radar. The classic V-notch here with the supercell. Okay, Flying Eagle. We are now getting a flash flood warning for Fulton and Peoria County. These areas were the ones that saw the 2 to 6 inches of rain 2 days ago and picked up another 3 to 5 last night. So flash flood warning, we'll keep that off the map just to keep the map a little less cluttered. But for Fulton and Peoria counties, what I will do, let me show you the rainfall here over the last 6 hours. Then we can go last 3. Okay. So that's the flash flooding there. That line of storms is training again. And that's moving up into Peoria County. We ask you, I know you get go to your basement for tornadoes, but you don't want to seek higher ground with flash flooding. The tornado's the bigger threat right now. Seek shelter in the basement. Obviously, if water's coming in, move up to the next floor. We got a well-defined hook echo just to the northeast of Lewistown, southwest of Canton. The circulation, the rotation with that is not as tight as we would typically like to see for tornadoes, so hopefully that storm is weakening. But we still have some rotation now crossing into Peoria County with the northernmost warning between Farmington and Canton. We did get a gust of 65 miles per hour in Lewiston as that storm passed by. Again, barn destroyed in Washburn. And Nathan, I just see your pictures that you submitted to the chat.
Yeah, those are very impressive.
It looks like EF3 damage right off the bat.
Yeah, those trees, I mean, some of them are just completely snapped, almost down near the base.
Again, we can confirm we had a destructive tornado there very near Washburn. We'll wait till it just looks like a minimum EF3. Let's take a look here in Pontiac, as we got that storm rotating as well. What we want to see is probably obscured right now by the building and the trees. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. Where are we? Here we go. So I'll just we'll get a better view of the Pontiac storm as it moves a little bit further north of Pontiac. We've got a nice rain-free base here, so we'll see it if it's going to do something. Note the flag movement here out of the southeast. That is the inflow to the storm. Let's go back to our radar. And we'll check in there. And that rotation we're seeing there on the Pontiac cam is west of town. Then we are looking at Streeter Reading. I'm going to switch radars. All right, this is very close to Streeter. It looks to be more over Reading at the moment. Yeah, we still have a debris signature showing up as well from both ILX's, from Lincoln's radar as well as Chicago's. So we think I have every reason to believe a tornado is still in progress over Reading, south of Streeter. So Streeter remains sheltered. Long Point, we can give you the clear at this point. That's going to pass and remain to your north. Winona's in the clear. Garfield. The storm is now passed. We can give you the clear to come out of your shelters. Severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds now in Fulton and Schuyler counties. This is right along the Livingston County, LaSalle County line. And that still appears to be a confirmed large tornado in progress between Reading or over Reading and just south of Streeter.
We're in Havana now.
Thanks, Molly. All right, we'll go back to Lincoln's radar site. For us in Peoria, let me bring switch cameras here so we can see what's headed our way. All right, I'm going to have to reposition this again. Okay, we'll reposition that camera. We'll get back to it. For Peoria, right now, we'll be more. We have a tornado warning just to our west that runs until 6:15. Looking at a very strong wind signature moving in towards Glasper. That looks to be more of a straight line wind threat at the moment. Radar showing winds gusting 70+ miles per hour. This might be the segment here where we're going to start getting those 80-mile-per-hour gusts as this pushes through into Tazewell and Mason counties. Radar sampling, look at those velocities, a couple thousand feet off the ground. And of course, once that starts to surge, then you're looking at the embedded brief spin-up tornado potential. Yeah, Molly, if you want to shoot for the Green Valley area.
Green Valley, got it.
Yep. That might give you enough time to get ahead of that. And we'll see if that reorganizes once it gets east of the Illinois River. A severe thunderstorm warning does continue for Fulton. Again, we got a large severe thunderstorm warning as well that's been issued in addition to the tornado warnings. One until 6 o'clock, and then for South Fulton, that runs until 6:30. We're getting reports, very strong winds sustained at 70+ miles per hour out of Lewistown. Sustained at 70. We're about to get a higher end severe thunderstorm warning here, downwind. So let me go ahead and get the estimated time of arrival on this. Looking now out to Mason County. I'm going to speed up the pace here of this too. For Mason, southern Tazewell County, here's an estimated time of arrival. We are getting some very reports of 70 mile there. The EM's reporting sustained at 70 miles per hour out of the Lewistown area, out of that storm. So Havana 556, Manitou 603, Forest City 604, South Pekin 606, Tremont 613, Dillon 614, Green Valley 614, Easton 620, Delavan and Mackinac 622, Hopedale 627. The southern portion of this for Tazewell and southern Tazewell in particular, as well as Mason County, looking at a developing significant straight line wind threat. And there will likely be embedded tornadoes within that. Okay, getting a new tornado warning.
It's like a severe thunderstorm warning for Peoria, 70-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, that's with a severe thunderstorm warning. You're right. Thank you. That's just for the warning for the storm that just came, the one we were just talking about. Again, 70-mile-per-hour winds, tornado possible. They do have that tornado possible tag on there. I'm going to double check their movement on this. Moving east at 40. I have a feeling that's going to accelerate as it moves east. This is one you may want to treat it like a tornado warning, folks. You want to put as many walls between you and the outside of your building as possible as that starts to blow on through. Again, it would not be surprising if we do get some spin-up tornadoes as this moves on in. Let's take a trip back to the north here. Keep an eye on what's going on near Streeter. I'm going to push this over to Chicago's radar. The rotation now has left Reading, so we can give you the all clear there. There appears to be some rotation still around the Streeter area. I cannot, there might be a bit of a debris there, but it's a little off center from where the velocity couplet is. But that is still as a confirmed tornado warning until 6:15. Meanwhile, the rotation near Pontiac appears to be strengthening. So we'll bring this here and let's check in with that camera. Good lowering wall cloud. I'm going to reposition this here to see if we can get any more. Yeah, we got a well-defined wall cloud with that Pontiac storm. Nathan, if you could forward that to NWS in Chicago.
Yes.
Again, tornado warning here for Pontiac as well. You're seeing the striations in the mesocyclone right in here, and the wall cloud right in here. Large tornado near Reading. That was 5 minutes ago, so it appears we still have a tornado on the ground going through Streeter. Wedge-shaped tornado now moving through Streeter. We got pictures of a massive wedge tornado passing through Streeter at this moment. Streeter needs to remain sheltered till we give you the all clear.
Just an update on the visuals. The storm working its way through Fulton County is just a wall of dark clouds.
Thanks, Molly. We are tracking 2 rotation signatures here. Again, we've had it confirmed. Looks like we've got a wedge tornado, large wedge tornado moving through Streeter. The next one now passing, looks like a possible tornado developing there near Cornell, just north of Pontiac. Our live camera feed, I don't think I can zoom this out anymore. I cannot. That is the wall cloud associated with the Pontiac storm. monster of a supercell. We'll keep an eye on that as that continues to push through. It still appears we have a debris signature coming around or out of the Streeter area. Again, I think the south side of Streeter may have taken a direct hit from a very large tornado. That rotation now would be south of Kernan and passing obviously close to Blackstone. We still got pictures. Large tornadoes. Just now, tornado still on the ground. Is still on the ground southeast of Streeter at this moment.
Yeah, that thing is massive.
Let me reorganize here. You can see the debris signature there south of Streeter. The velocity signature got real messy. This is going to carry it up towards Ransom. 607, Verona, 621, Wapansi, 624, Dwight, 625.
Again, our email.
Oh, we have it in there.
There's the large wall cloud north of... are we able to punch that up?
You see it?
If there's a way I can bring it in to here, I don't know if there's a way I can do that. Yeah. If you guys want to, if you actually, they got a plane right there. There we go. As you said, this was out of Washburn?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so there's video out of Washburn of the tornado earlier. Again, this is the same storm that we're watching right now. It still has a large tornado on the ground moving through Streeter. All right. Thank you guys for sharing that. Let's go ahead and get back. Appreciate it, guys. So there's the wall cloud that we've been watching. Again, new tornado warning has been issued for LaSalle County. We still have a large tornado on the ground. You can see the debris signature now moving out of Streeter. Again, Streeter is taking a direct hit. I think we've had a couple of communities with this taking a direct hit. This is going to be near Ransom soon. Moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. Ransom 606, Verona 618, Dwight 622. I think this will probably stay north of Dwight, though. We'll be monitoring this, but as soon as it gets out of LaSalle County, that will no longer be in our viewing area, so we'll then stick with stuff a little further south. But a dangerous tornado, it's part of the same tornado, the same supercell that developed near Peoria, dropped its first tornado west of Washburn, tracked through Marshall County, LaSalle County, now Livingston. This is going to be a long track one that is going to go on for several more miles. That rotation there near Pontiac is looking like it's dropping a tornado at any moment. Let's see if we can reposition this. So there's the wall cloud. We don't see it there, but the rotation is quite rapid on radar. This is our camera in Pontiac looking due north. You can see that inflow tail right in there. There's the mesocyclone, the rotation. If we're going to get a tornado, it's usually going to drop right out of here. Right in here is where that rotation would be and the tornado would come out of. It does appear to be rotating. I can see a little bit of rotation there in that in the wall cloud, though. You can certainly see it in the mesocyclone above it. That is just north of Pontiac, so for folks in Odell need to be seeking shelter now, that would be moving your way. If it's not producing a tornado now, it might very soon. The movement of that is northeast, 35 miles per hour. So Adele 606, Dwight 621.
I'll probably be like another hour or so.
Let's get back to our Peoria storm for a moment. For the storms moving through Peoria County, as well as Tazewell County, we are concerned about 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 p.m. The strongest winds with this are going to be moving through southern Tazewell, northern Mason County. Another tornado warning issued for southwest Mason County. This is near Beardstown. Radar indicated rotation for it. Let's clear out the... we'll be watching for spin-up potential here around the Pekin area. But we're starting to, this is starting to form into a full-on squall line, so we do expect that getting a nice big surge now. So southern Tazewell, Mason, Logan, McLean County, that is what we'll be dealing with, would be 70-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts with embedded tornadoes. So far, we have had some measured gusts up to 70 miles per hour as that was blowing through the Lewiston area.
We're right on the edge of that line of storms on 136 right now.
All right, Molly, if you guys need to stop and let that pass, do what you guys do to what you got to do to stay safe. That's going to hit pretty hard. If you guys need to...
We're already feeling the effects of the wind.
Okay. Where are you at along 136?
All right, I'm sharing my location. I think it stopped transmitting again for some reason.
There's just hundreds of storm chasers with you.
Yeah, it straight up will not let me share my location with you.
That's okay.
We're on 136, and we are, I'm going to try to give you a general idea here. We're on 136 south of Forest City.
Okay. Yeah, they're trying to stay ahead of that. Molly, that's probably going to catch up with you sooner than later, so if you guys need to pull over and do what you got to do.
Can do.
We're getting some power flickering here at the station. Let's go back, check in with our Pontiac Supercell. Now, wall cloud still evident. A little bit of a funnel might even be making an appearance there. Contrast is poor, so it's hard to tell. But you can kind of just make out a possible funnel right in there. And that's now moving towards and over Odell. So again, if you are in Odell, we need you to remain sheltered until we give you the all clear. Pontiac, we can now give you the clear. That tornado warning has been trimmed back, no longer includes you. Yeah, rotation now approaching Odell. And I think we still have a strong tornado in progress now moving through Ransom. Or it's just approaching Ransom. This might be the debris, what's left of the debris signature. Looks like that the tornado that went through Streeter may have occluded completely. For those who are listening in the newsroom, we think we probably have significant damage around Streeter, Garfield. I would check around Toluca and Washburn, Toluca and the Winona areas as well. Looks like we got a new warning coming through. get back further. They've canceled and moved on from some of those tornado warnings that were issued for Fulton County. I know we've got some stuff up here in northern Bureau County as well. This is outside of our viewing area, but if you're in southern Bureau County and your weather radios are going off, it was for that storm there. That does not look as strong as it was, but there is some rotation up there. But that's moving out. That is moving even further away from our viewing area. So we'll let that one be, but we see no impacts to southern Bureau County at this time. The Streeter area is what we think, South Streeter in particular.
Do we need to get somebody out that way?
It may not be a bad idea. And also check Garfield, small town community, and also the Winona area.
Winona, okay, Winona's out of our area, I think, isn't it?
No, it's the southern LaSalle. It's southeastern Marshall.
All right, what's coming up through Fulton right now?
A lot of wind.
Okay, think we should wait for Fulton or head to Streeter?
We can probably head. We can wait. You guys want to wait a little bit?
It's your
Yeah,
call.
let this blow through first.
Okay,
We're not getting any reports out of Fulton right now, but that'll probably change.
okay. If you look on the fire department page, on the official page, there's some stuff out there.
Okay.
They're having the firefighters like at least come to the firehouse, so.
So far, the tornado reports out there doesn't appear we had much damage.
No, it looks so, we're hearing around Washburn that maybe Columbia Road is closed down, but that's a pretty rural area.
Yeah.
All right, but we do know. All right, so we're going to be, again, straight line winds, folks, for those watching at home. Straight line winds look to be the growing concern here across Tazewell County. 70 miles per hour is what the warnings are for, but it would not surprise me if that starts to accelerate closer to 80 miles per hour as it gets closer to McLean County. We'll also be looking for brief spin-ups within the line as this marches eastward. Very strong rotation now over Odell. Again, Odell needs to remain sheltered. We do not have I'm not seeing a CC drop though, so I can't confirm a tornado at this time. And the contrast is poor here, but that storm is spinning like a top. And this is from Pontiac looking north towards that storm. Got a measured gust of 56 miles per hour in East Peoria. We are now getting a confirmed tornado therefore in Odell. Spotter reports tornado is on the ground near Odell. Now north, crossing, it's running right along 55. So for Odell and Dwight, we need you to remain sheltered. We've got a tornado in progress now, north of Odell, moving up towards Dwight. Dwight, we expect that at 6:16, and then it'll be moving out of our viewing area. See if we got any other communities that are not being lumped in with that. Yeah, most of those are in the Reddick area. Reddick, we got that at 6:28. Once that moves out of Livingston County, it'll be no longer in our area of responsibility. The tornado that has been, that went through Streeter has now moved out of our viewing area as well. Or is just about to. We still have a little bit of it left there in eastern LaSalle County. Dwight, big tornado looks like in progress now. Moving towards Dwight. And you can see the hook echo here associated with that. The tornado would be now over Odell or just north of Odell. Further west towards Peoria. And we're getting some power flickering here at the TV station. Very strong winds associated with this moving through Tazewell County. Right along 136. Those winds are going to be gusting close to, if not over 70 miles per hour. Manitou, Forest City, San Joe's brace, Delavan brace for some strong winds. Emden as well, Mason City, Easton, all brace for some destructive wind gusts pushing through.